Hey guys, it's your boy Xantos here, and today we are going to be doing episode 10, I believe it is, of the FIFA Hull City Manager mode. This episode we are going to be taking on Middlesbrough. If I sound a little bit slower than normal or anything like that, it's just due to the fact that I've kind of got a cold. I've been really ill over the last few days, feeling frozen, got like 6 layers on at the moment. Just been completely ill, so yeah, that happened. Don't need to keep up to date on any of that. And this game we are going to be taking on Middlesbrough. Granted, I don't like Quinn, but I'm going to use him simply due to the fact that it's only Middlesbrough. It's a good chance to see what they can do. I'm also going to give Wickham and Jojic and Stones, all 3 of my transfer deadline day signings, are going to get their debut out here, so fingers crossed we can pull off the win. We've been on a pretty decent run, if I remember rightly. We ended up beating, I believe it was Aston Villa, Stoke. There were a whole bunch of teams we'd beaten, actually, to be perfectly honest. Oh yeah, that's the point. I've also gave McGregor a start in goal, simply because he hasn't been getting much starting time over Timo Horn, who I believe got player of the month for me. Not man of the month. You don't get man of the month awards, it's player of the month. They don't care who you are as a person, it's just as the player. So yeah, he got player of the month award last month on this game, and yeah, so that happened. Oi, that was too close there. I will start editing these videos as soon as I get my computer, and it might become post-coms because I find I think it might be a bit awkward if I'm trying to edit videos and I've got to work on timings and stuff. But yeah, a couple of things I'm going to say about the channel. I know I've not been uploading as much lately, but as I explained, it's due to the fact I've been ill. I've been like seriously ill, and it's really gets to a point where you have difficulty recording. I've not been into college for the last 2 days due to me feeling ill, and it gets such a pain in the ass, but I still want to be able to bring you out content. So when I can bring you out content, like now when I still feel like crap, but when I feel a little bit less like crap, I will. Other things include the new series I mentioned on my Facebook page. If you guys ain't followed that, that's something you should probably check out, because I do put updates and things on my Facebook page of things that I'm planning to have on the channel, and updates to do with the channel in general, to be honest. I will be starting as soon as I get my computer. Again, everything relies on my computer, and at the minute my sister's being an asshole telling me to wait until Christmas, when I've told her I can't due to my college work as well. That is also going to be used for, but yeah. Fingers crossed I can get it sooner, but there is going to be a super series coming out. I'm not going to ruin it just yet, but I have got this in the works. It is hopefully going to be my massive series that is going to take up majority of my time, but it is going to be well worth it, and I really think you guys are going to enjoy it. It's going to be an actual series. It's not just going to be gameplay, it's going to be a series. So yeah, and it's kind of taking things to the extremes in what other people do. I've seen other people do stuff like it, but no one's going to do stuff exactly like I've done it, because how I've been thinking about it, I've got drafts on my phone, I've got things where I've been writing down what I'm planning. Damn it, they scored there. Things writing down what I've been planning, and it is all gonna come together, fingers crossed. Hopefully it's all gonna come together, and it will be something that I believe you guys will really enjoy. That I'm thinking that might come out before the new year, but it might have to wait until the new year. Wickham taking a shot there, just went wide. He hasn't done too badly on his debut, but he's not lit the place up, let's just say. I think that's a phrase a lot of people use. He's not lit the stadium up, and we're at home. I forgot that, or I didn't realise that. Anyway, this episode, I figured why not instead of talking about a Premier League team, in which case I'm going to run out of Premier League teams to talk about, I'm going to talk about an international team. That's something new I'm going to be doing on this series. Whenever an international break comes up, I will talk about an international team. And yeah, that seems like it could be another different thing. I think it's something that you guys might find interesting. So yeah, let's just get on with that. I'm going to be talking about England, obviously, because I am English. And it's been an interesting run for England in the last couple of games. Today, I'm recording this on Tuesday. I don't know when it's going to come out. It should come out same day, but... oh, we should be taking on Scotland tonight, I believe it is. The big rivalry at Celtic Park, and it is going to be an absolute stunner of a match, I believe, just due to the fact the rivalry is there, the massive rivalry. But yeah, and we've been doing all right over the last couple of games. We've had Welbeck playing up in striker, and he is looking like he is going to be one of England's next best strikers. See if I can run it up here. Hit a shot in. Oh, they saved it. He is looking like he's going to be one of England's next best strikers. Messed my letters up there. And yeah, he's got, I believe it's 10 goals in 13 games or something. And I think it's going to be a struggle when Sturridge comes back for him to get in the Sturridge to get back in the lineup. And if it doesn't, there are going to be a lot of angry England fans or English people that will, I believe, agree with me that Welbeck, due to his form, merits continuing to start at a striker role. If they dropped him back to a left mid, that would go mad. I think the only way things will be able to work is if they dropped Rooney back into a... back into a cam role or something. And speaking of cam, I'm just going to progress like that. I'm going to, as I cover a subject, I'm going to link things on to other subjects and go through that. Speaking of cams though, a recent story, or a semi-recent story, was Tiredgate, or whatever they wanted to call it, where Sterling claimed he was too tired to play, or so Roy Hodgson said, and he got a lot of stick for it, and it got kind of blown out of proportion. I think a lot of people were having goes at Sterling and stuff, saying he's a professional footballer, he should be able to play. How can he be too tired? Oh, is he fit enough for this level? Is he good enough for this? Is he that? Is he this? You just got to think about it. He's a regular at Liverpool. He plays 90-minute games a lot of the time. He then has to go out on international duty, play for England in a couple of games, where he's a pretty key player for us at the minute as well. It would wear anyone out. No matter who you are, it would wear anybody out. So you just got to think about it like that. You can't really complain at them unless you could do it yourself. It's a high level. It's pretty difficult for people to maintain that sort of fitness. Fingers crossed things will improve though. Things are not looking good here though. That's another thing that should improve. Things are not looking that good here. We've been on a good attack run, and unfortunately it might be one of those things where you go on a great run and then you fall to it's a David and Goliath thing. You go on a great run and then you lose to a team that you really should not be losing to. Just try and slow it down a bit here, give it to him. Sorry if I slow down, it's just on my talking about England, it's just, you got to do some commentary on the match as well, but it's also thinking of what topics you can cover. Yeah, we've been on a pretty decent run. I believe that is mainly due to the fact we've got some cracking players out there. We got Welbeck, we got some youngsters stepping up into the squad. Klein got his call up. We had Stones, who would have played if he wasn't injured, I believe. I think they'd have called him up and played him. We got Gibbs got his call up finally. He's been a great player and a regular for Arsenal, and he really deserved it, so kudos to him. Oxlade-Chamberlain's been starting to like emerge on the international scene because he's been a great player. Another thing, it's some players perform better internationally than they do as at club level. I mean, players like Andros Townsend, he plays pretty poorly, I'd say, or averagely for Tottenham, but the minute he puts on an England shirt, he's a completely different person. Maybe it's the pride of representing your country, maybe it's I don't know, maybe it's just the different setup or different players you can actually work with. I have no idea what it could be. I'm not him, he's the only one that could probably actually tell you, but it might just be also be a rough patch or Mauricio Pochettino's tactics or anything like that. But I believe he scored it in majority of his games he's played for England. Oh, I was lining up a shot there. And yeah, again, sorry about the voice. I've got a cold and my nose is kind of blocked. Ugh. This is really not good for recording, but oh well, we progress, we go on. That's it, Jojic. Milos, no! We might be, yes, we are now out of the Capital One Cup. Unfortunately, guys, that was a poor match from us after a big win streak. I believe overconfidence was an issue there. We were just too confident thinking it was going to be a walk in the park, and that cost us. Because there's no other transfer windows or no transfer window business now, that's all we need to do. So yeah, if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like, subscribe, and tell your friends about the channel so that as a community we can grow this channel together. Also end up following me on my Twitter, my Facebook, and my Twitch. I do occasional live streams. I hope to be able to do more once I sort out a few problems I've been having with it, and yeah, I also put channel updates mainly on my Facebook page due to the fact it's not restrictive on the number of characters you can use. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you all in the next episode of this. Stay cool.